Got him! Today we're going to show you how to hardwire the UNIDEN R3 Radar Detector. Hey, this is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at kiesmotorsports.com. So, those of you with a good eye have realized that I have been running a radar detector and I, for whatever reason, never made a video on it, even though all you need to do is plug it in. So it's super simple. So today, we're gonna talk about the UNIDEN R3 and show you how to hardwire it. Now, I guess about 6 to 9 months ago, I was in the market for a radar detector, not really because I speed, but because I was driving an Estral blue car with a white roll cage, and every time I drove by, I felt like I was just getting the eye from the police on the side of the road. So I decided to do some research and find a radar detector, and Tommy El Garage had recommended the UNIDEN R3. And I did some research on my own, and every time there was any kind of study, I felt like the UNIDEN R3 was popping up as #1 for best in range and just best overall. So, well, I bought one, and I have been super happy with it and couldn't be more excited. Now, when I bought this, I bought UNIDEN's Hardwire kit, which sounds good because I didn't want to have all these wires here. If you may remember, when Chris and I drove this car back from Tennessee, we had a cord and we just kind of like ran it along the top, hooked it in the glove box and plugged in, but that was just a temporary solution. So what I did is I bought UNIDEN's Hardwire kit, which basically has this little mute button that you can put right here, and it has this little connection that you run all the way up and you can plug into it, and then you just have to tap your power and your ground. And this is a pretty good solution. It's pretty cool because if the radar is going off and you want to mute it, you just push the button right there, no big deal. Well, the problem is this is very cumbersome and it's going to take a little while to install. Now, as you know, we've installed much more complex things. However, I was watching another one of Tommy's videos and he showed how to hardwire it with this. This is about a $20 cable that you can get on Amazon. We're gonna link the radar and this down in the description below. But basically, all you need to do is you tap power and you tap ground, you plug it in, and this thing is completely seamless. So basically the way that this works is you take these little pins and you just slide them into the back of an existing wire harness and it taps the power like that. Now, Tommy has done a lot of testing with this and hasn't had one fail, so we're gonna give it a shot. Now, the installation on this will take you about 5 minutes, so I've actually had this installed in my car for the last week or two, and it's been working flawlessly, so I have no complaints about it. Now, when you're doing this, you wanna think about where you wanna have your radar detector mounted. Now, I tend to mount mine up here over my rearview mirror. You just need to make sure that wherever you mount this, that you're gonna have enough cord, because as you can see, it's only about 1 foot long or so. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our plastic trim tool and we are going to very carefully separate this plastic trim right here. So you just pop it and then just be super careful. The clips are very fragile. You just separate it like that. And as you can see, there are these little tabs, and these pieces right there hook into these. Now, the wire that we need to tap is up here, but it may be a little bit difficult for you to see. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to disconnect another connection just to show you the concept of how this whole thing works. Now, you don't need to unplug this, but it's gonna make it a little bit easier for you to see. But basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our power, we're gonna slide that in over here to the right, and then we're gonna take our ground and we're gonna slide this in on the end. So that is all you do. It just takes a couple seconds. And then once you've done that, you can plug it back in. Now, when I did this originally, I didn't unplug it or anything. I was able to just pop them in. Now, we just unplugged this to get it out of your way so you can see what we're doing. So I'm just gonna plug this in real quick. All right, so once you have that tapped, we are going to test the power. And as you can see, when I plug it in, everything is good to go. Now, the spot that we're tapping, what happens is when the car goes to sleep after about 5 minutes or so of being turned off, your radar detector will power down. So it seems like a great spot to hardwire to. Tommy runs it this way, he's had no issues. I've run it this way for a week or two, not one issue at all. And the cool thing is if you're concerned about your battery's voltage or anything, first off, this doesn't really suck much battery, and it tells you your battery's voltage on it. So once you have that all situated, we're gonna plug this in here. I'm gonna slide that up there. And it is as easy as just clipping this back on. This is such an easy install to do. And that is how easy this install is. And as you can see, it just has this little tiny cord. It goes up here, it taps the power. And like I was saying, for anybody with battery concerns, A, it doesn't draw all that much, and B, it'll shut off when your car goes to sleep. So it is a great solution. And I actually bought one for the F30 as well. We're gonna install one there. So if I need to transfer this from car to car, it is as simple as just plugging it in. But anyway, if you are interested in more information on this radar detector, stay tuned because we are going to do a full review with us driving on the road. But give you a little spoiler alert, it is amazing. And we are not sponsored by them in any way, but we really love it, and it's been really great so far. Once again, this is Brian. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you're interested in any of the parts or the tools that we used in today's video, be sure to see the links in the description. If you like today's video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at KiesMotorsports.com. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.